على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم وفقنا وسائر المشتغلين للعلم والعمل الصالح بحق محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم. Still with the issues of the ablution, and we reached to issue number 293. I think before that I have to read the hadith of this day. The hadith of this day that Imam Ali alayhi salam said, practice the various trades, for there is in them dependentness for you from what is in the hands of others. And indeed Allah loves the one gainfully engaged in a profession. قال الإمام علي عليه السلام تعرضوا للتجارات فإن لكم فيها غنى عما في أيدي الناس وإن الله عز وجل يحب المحترف الأمين. Right. Issue number 293. One should not obtain assistance in performing those acts of wudu which one can perform alone. Definitely we are talking about the person who is handicapped or he is sick. He cannot perform some of the acts by himself, but not all of the acts. For example, he can wipe by using his hands, but he cannot wash his face. In this case, maybe somebody is taking a role and helping him in washing his face, but while the step or the procedure reaches to the point of wiping, he should wipe his head and his upper part of his feet by his own hands without the help. Why? Because this part he can do it by himself. For example, if he can do this and he let the other person or the assistants helping him in doing so, in this case his ablution is void. His ablution is void. So what we need from him, that the parts of wudu, the parts of ablution, if he can do it by himself, he can do it. And the parts of ablution, he can do it with help, he should do it with help. And the other parts which he cannot do, so the assistant can take the role and make intention, the niyyah, with his, with the person or the mukallaf himself. We explained this before. Issue number 294. The 12th condition is that there should be no constraint for using water. The 12th condition is that there should be no constraint for using water. Issue number 294. If a person fears that he will fall ill, if a person fears that he will fall ill if he performs wudu, sometimes it happens by performing ablution, with water, wudu with water. In this case, he will be ill, or no, he is not going to be ill, but he feels, look, if he fears that he will fall ill if he performs wudu, or if water is used up for wudu, or if water is used up for wudu, no water will be left for drinking, and if he used this water for ablution, there is no left water for drinking. In this case, he doesn't need to continue and make wudu. His obligatory duty now is to go for tayammum. His obligatory duty is to make tayammum. What is tayammum? What is tayammum? Tayammum, in cases that if we cannot use water for a reasonable reason, or if there is no water, that we are going to use the earth. We are going to use the earth in order to make what? In order to make the tahara, the ablution. If he was unaware that water was harmful to him, and he performed wudu, and later on it turned out to be harmful, his wudu will be void. This person, he doesn't know that using water is harmful for him. How? Maybe he has a burnt skin. He has a burnt skin. Or he has some ailments, just like in his eyes, what we call it in Arabic, ramad. In English, I don't know what we call it, ramad. In English, I don't know if you have the term of ramad in English. Using water is not good for him. He doesn't know that, but he used water. He make ablution with water. In this case, his wudu is what? Is void. Is not valid. His wudu is void and not valid. So we have two topics in this issue. Topic number one, that his ablution changed from ablution to tayammum. If he fears, he's not sure, but he said, I'm afraid that if I use water, I'll get ill, I'll be sick. In this case, he should make what? He should make ablution. He should make tayammum, sorry. And the other one, if he doesn't know, if he is unaware, he doesn't know that using water is harmful for him, and he performed wudu, and later on that using water, it becomes harmful for him, his wudu will be void. It turned out to be harmful, that his wudu will be void. Maybe there is a question comes up in your mind. How about if the wudu or if the water wasn't harmful for him? Is the ablution still void or not? This is what we're going to take it in the incoming issues. Issue number 295. If one finds that using the minimum quantity for washing the face and the hands properly will not be harmful, he should do wudu by restricting himself to that quantity of water. Sometimes he said, yes, using water, it will be harmful for me if I use so much water. But if I use little water, if I use a little water to perform my ablution, this will make no harm for me. This will make no harm with me. And at the same time, I'm performing my ablution thoroughly, properly. So in this case, is he going to turn his wudu to tayammum? No. He should perform his wudu with that quantity of water. He should perform wudu with that minimum quantity of water. The 13th condition is that there should be no impediment in the way of water reaching the parts of wudu. What does it mean, impediment? Impediment, it means something which prevents water from reaching the skin. Any impediment, like paint, like glue, like what? Polish, nail polish, whatever. Sometimes you use something for makeup, and this something which is shiny, the small things which is shiny. If it is thick, look how small it is. If it is thick on the skin, either on the face or on the hand, and it doesn't let the water reach to the beneath the skin, this ablution is void. This ablution, I will explain this inshallah. Issue number 296. If a person finds that something has stuck to any part of wudu, but doubts whether it will prevent water from reaching there, he should remove that thing or pour water under it. Now, he said, yes, there is something stuck on my skin, but I do not know whether this thing is preventing water from reaching the skin or not. In this case, you have to remove this thing. You have to remove this thing from the skin, and or pour the water under it until you be sure that the water reaches to the skin under it. The water reaches the skin under it. Issue number 297. Dirt under the fingernails. Dirt under the fingernails would not affect wudu. I don't have long nails, but sometimes you do. You have nails, long nails. If there is dirt under it, that would not prevent, that would not turn wudu into void wudu. You see, dirt under the fingernails would not affect wudu. However, when definitely the nail is not so long, it is not long. The nail is not long, but it is just normal nails. When the nail are cut, however, when the nails are cut and there remains dirt, after we cut the nail, there is still what? There is still a dirt. Now, if I perform wudu, this dirt will prevent what? Will prevent water from reaching the skin. So this wudu is void. Now, what is the difference? There was a nail covering the dirt. Now we remove the nail and only the dirt. What is the difference? It's a big difference. Big difference. Before this part under the nail, it was what? From the bottoms parts, from the inner parts, not from uncovered parts. Now, when we remove this part of nail, so This part which is covered with dirt, it should be washed. It should be washed. You understand what I'm saying or not? Are you sure? When the nails are cut and there remains dirt which prevents water from reaching the skin, then that dirt must be removed. Moreover, if the nails are unusually long, just like some of the girls. By the way, there is an issue you have to take care, since that you are a female community, female students, scholars. Long nails, it's a kind of what? Zina. Long nails, it's a kind of zina. Be careful. How about long nails and there is a paint on it? It's also a zina, and it is haram. It is haram to let the stranger to look at it. Not only that, some of the women, they put paint on it or polish on it. They said it is Islamic polish. They said that. It is Islamic polish. And it does not prevent water from reaching the nails. This is also haram, and it is zina. This is also haram, and it is zina. Take care of this. Take care of this. Not only that. You need more? Rings for female. If she wear ring, it's a kind of zina. She says, no, I just want to show the rest. I'm what? I'm married. You don't need to show the rest of the people if you are married or not. There is no reason to tell them that you are married or not. But it is important thing that you are what? That you are not showing your zina unless for your husband. Issue number 297. Dirt under the fingernails would not affect wudu. However, when the nails are cut and there remains dirt which prevent water from reaching the skin, then that dirt must be removed. Moreover, if the nails are unusually long, كلش طويلة, the dirt collected beneath the unusual part ought to be cleaned. For example, if the nail like this, if the nail as long as this or this, I don't know, and there is what? Dirt under it. There is dirt under it. I should clean it. I should clean this dirt, because this part should be washed. This part of the body should be washed from outside, from the under, and the yes, from under, from the above and from the underside. Issue number 298. If swelling takes place on the face, you know what does mean swelling? بطباط احنا نسميها مو. If swelling takes place on the face or hands or the front part of head or the feet because of being burned or other reason, it will be sufficient to wash and wipe over the swelling. It is sufficient to wash or to wipe if the swelling on the top of your head or on the top of upper part of your feet, just to wipe it. That will be suffice. If there is an opening or hole in it, if this swell is open or there is a hole in it, how can I deal with it? Can I deal with it as only the swelling outside? How about the inside? If it was open or there is a hole in it, it will not be necessary to reach water under the skin. It is not necessary to reach water under the skin. You understand this? Okay? In fact, if a part of its skin gets peeled, قشر, شايفين sometimes when your lips is peeling, its skin gets peeled off. It is not at all necessary to pour water under the unpeeled part. It is not necessary to pour water under what? Under the unpeeled part. Just on the top of them or on the surface of them, that will be sufficient. In fact, if a part of its skin gets peeled off, it is not at all necessary to pour water under the unpeeled part. However, at time there is skin which hangs loose after having peeled off. Sometimes when we peel off the skin, there are some of the skin will hang. It is not cut off. It is not peeled off, all of it. But it will be what? It will be hang from one side, while the other is what? Is untouched with the other part of the skin. Now, it is necessary to wash this part or not. It should be cut off. It should be what? Cut off. Or water should be poured underneath. Or water should be poured underneath. Why? Excuse me. Imagine this is what? This is the skin which is peeled off, okay? And it still hangs from this side, but it is not cut off or it is not hanged from the other sides. What shall I do? Cut it, or you should cut it off. This number one. Number two, you should wash the underneath part of the skin. You should wash this skin. Is this understood? No question? If a person doubts whether something has remained stuck, you have a doubt, you are not sure. If a person doubts whether something has remained stuck to the parts of wudu, and if it is a doubt which is deemed sensible by the people, it is a doubt. Sometimes this doubt, it is accepted by other people, and sometimes this doubt is not accepted. In Arabic, بعض الأحيان أكو شك كل العقلاء يشكون بي فالشك اعتيادي، وأكو مرات لا، واحد شكاك زيادة عن اللزوم، هذا اللي الناس ما تشك ما تأخذ بهذا الشك. فهنا الكلام إذا كان هذا الشك طبيعي، يعني كل الناس يشكون به، كلامنا هنا. If a person doubts whether something has remained stuck to the parts of wudu, and if it is a doubt which is deemed sensible by the people, like a potter, you know what's the meaning of potter? هذا الخزاف اللي يسوي تونجا والبزدوجة والمزهرية، مو شو يسمونه؟ فخار. Okay? A potter doubting whether clay is stuck to his hands after his work. This is what? This is a reasonable doubt. This is a reasonable, because his work is always what? With dirt. He should examine. There is a verticality. If this doubt is what is sensible by the people, he should examine and clean his hands by scrubbing. You know what's the meaning of scrubbing? Yes, by scrubbing this dirt. يعني يحك لا مو يقشر، يحك scrubbing. من ندخل الحمام مو هاي الحجارة السوداء نحك رجلينا بيها، هو scrubbing حتى to be sure that there is no dirt still left in his hand or his face. by scrubbing, etc., till he is sure that there are no remnants, ماكو بقايا, and that water will reach there, until he is sure that there is what? That there is no water will remain. That's all for today. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Allah salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.